This is Fredrik and Niklas from Orbitculture, and we're here at the Rock and Round Table.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, orbitculture. Niklas and sorry, I can't remember. Niklas and Fredrik, welcome to the Rock and Round Table.
Thank you so much.
A Las Vegas-based podcast
Awesome.
on YouTube.
I love Las Vegas.
Oh, you do? Yeah. So, let's get started here. Welcome to Sweden Rock Festival.
Thank you so much.
We are super excited to see you guys here because we have not been able to see you in the US for some reason. I know you've been twice the last couple of years, right?
I think it was since 4 or 5 times.
Oh, it's really?
2022, yeah.
Oh,
It's been crazy.
oh my God.
It's actually funny because we've been in the States more, we've toured the States more than we've actually toured Europe.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, I saw you played with Slipknot last year, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys meet them here now?
No, unfortunately not, but that was a crazy tour.
Yeah. Unreal.
Madison Square Garden and shit like that.
Right.
It's just mind-blowing.
Ja, to sänger i band.
So we know that you guys started 2013. You founded the band, right? In 2013. And you have 4 albums, 4 EPs out.
Is it that many now? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Flat flies, dude.
And we have to be honest because we got into you pretty late from the video from the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we did a reaction for that video. And I'm like, are they fucking Swedish? I couldn't believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? so ever since then, we're like, oh, we have to see them live. And now when you were announced for Sweden Rock Festival, and I haven't been home for 3 years, I'm like, we have to come back home and, see you guys live at the rock stage, right? So this can be exciting. So I guess you have played here before, right?
Yes, our first time here was 2022.
Okay.
We played that Sylvia stage, I think it was called. Called Lågräder.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was actually our first real festival show.
Yeah.
We had done 4.
Yeah, we did the Gefle Metal Festival.
Okay.
Back in 2017. But before, we took the stage here in 2022, I think we only done like a handful of shows.
Okay.
So it started as very much as a laptop project from the beginning.
Okay.
So, but after 2022, been tour ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Living the dream for sure.
Yeah. And you signed with Century Media. That's
Yes.
the T-shirt there.
Yes.
Repping. That's the reason.
Yeah.
And so I would assume you have an album coming out.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you can share, or is it too early?
I think it's already, gotten out there. Now
Dates announced and everything.
Yeah.
So on October 3rd, you will see an album from us called Death About Life.
Death About Life.
Yes.
That's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Love it. And then I guess we're gonna keep touring for that album for next year or something.
Yeah, something like that, maybe more. So a lot of things, being planned behind the scenes for that album. So
Okay.
we'll see when we get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're very excited about,
Yeah.
it's our biggest release since it's with Century. And I think we have that. There's a lot of big things coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
It's a good label for your type of music.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
When we were finished with the other label that we were on, we were, became basically free agents.
Right.
So there was a lot of interest from many of those, which is not my calling.
Imagine.
Yeah, Century felt like perfect fit for us, especially since we can keep so much of the creative decisions within the band still.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like they're fucking things up.
Right. I mean, and that's the thing with all these labels. They want to kind of take control, right? Because they invest in you guys and, want to make it successful, obviously. And I think Century Media, they will put you at priority list, so to speak, when it comes to bands because of your success so far.
Yeah, obviously, the bands like Lorna Shore and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've always been like steady riser behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Anything, in the more underground. So we will see like the big break comes, but I don't. Of course, that would be great, but I don't think we need it either. It just feels good to like ride the way behind all that.
Like on an upgoing trend.
Yeah.
So slowly but
That's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we like that, and I mean, so obviously I'm from Swedish culture. We don't want to get like crazy right away, right? So, but even though, well, I have changed when it comes to culture, obviously, because I've been there so long now. But no, it's exciting because we follow a lot of Swedish bands, and then, like I mentioned, the fact that I didn't know about you, I'm like, I can't go for it. I'm like, I've been way too long.
I think that's probably me. I mean, because I followed more of the metalcore and death metal, but like some too, like the newer generation, like Eminence had no idea either. And I found that stuff, and you guys as well, and a handful of the others.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean
Yeah, she's my music teacher. I'm like, I will just put on Rainbow, Rising every single day.
It's
right. Yeah, so she keeps up with everything, and when she started the YouTube channel, she has really shown me a lot of great music that you're fan, and Imminence was a surprise as well.
I've opened your mind.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
That's great.
Yes. I mean, you've always loved In Flames and Arch Enemy, so you have this huge fan. Yeah, right. So but you're just a newer generation, younger generation.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that. I wish I still had that because I can always be a big person, but I barely listen to metal anymore.
Oh yeah.
Because you're so in it with this.
Right.
Yeah. Like it's
You've had Steve Stack.
Yeah.
Podcasts.
Joe Rogan.
It's a Swedish one.
Oh yeah.
Usually do that. We got to love that there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you guys like it, but I love it.
It's fun to listen to when you aesthetic.
But it's kind of relaxing, especially if there's a good podcast with some, the subject that interests you and someone with a good speaking voice. Yeah. Because if you annoy the voice, it's going to be...
you have a bad podcast.
Right. Yeah. So let me ask you about the songwriting process. So now it's essentially like a new band. Well, you've been from 16, right? Or
Me and Picture.
Yeah. So, but do you collaborate, or do you sit at home and write songs and then get together and send files? And how do you guys do it?
It's more I do like a lot of the ideas at home and record most of it too. But this time around for this record, I wanted both Christopher and Thomas to write these parts.
Yeah.
Because obviously I think drummers have 8 arms sometimes. So it was good that to have an actual drummer like write the parts, and then we did the same to bass.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was more like a collaborative process, which was cool and stressful at times, but it was a fun experience. We both, I think we're going to do it more again, but hopefully with some more time.
Yeah.
Because we just came over from was it Santiago Doltfest thing?
Was it? Yeah, it was Doltfest, but I think it was Mexico. Santiago.
Then we just record, celebrate Christmas and all that bullshit, and then straight out to the Bullet from a Valentine / Philip to work out.
And during that time, we also recorded 2 music videos.
Oh yeah.
Also, so stupid.
You guys are
busy. You're not gonna. You get into it.
Yeah. It is the best part, best job in the world.
Yeah.
Even though it's stressful.
Yeah, but also you gotta keep the momentum up, right? Especially now with the central media signing, and I mean there comes expectations and deadlines, I would assume. So
it does,
yeah. So when it comes to the new album, so obviously you probably already recorded everything, and after you produced, so mixed and master.
Yes. And what also has changed this time was that I've usually mixed our stuff up until this record.
Okay.
Because I've always wanted a guy called Buster Odeon from
I met about it.
And the Throne and with that kind of stuff. He's a mixing guru in my
yeah.
So he did this record for us, and it turned out good stuff.
Oh yeah.
exciting.
We are excited.
It's like next level.
Yeah.
Okay.
It still feels like an orbit, but like it branches out.
Yeah.
And it's heavy hitting.
Right. Should it come up with a name? Orbit culture.
So,
Make that come for
I hate to band name.
banding generator.
Yeah, it was a band generator.
Really?
Because me and the old guys who were in the band, we can settle for a band name for like 6 months. So we're like, we know we wanted the word culture. So yeah, out of no stupid reason. And then we've band name generator online or with culture. That works. Bye bye.
That's pretty
Reminds me when they always say pick the first initial from your first name, and then you pick the last initial, and then that's your name.
Yeah.
Do the stripper name. So.
We actually did the similar thing for the name of our channel. We use ChatGPT.
Oh yeah,
And I'm like, we just typed out like, this could be a podcast about interviews and news and reviews and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And we would come with a rock metal theme, and we just have a list of like 30 names. Let's use the rock and rhyme table.
Yeah, it has gone so good that's the scary part. Also,
Yeah.
it's a great tool, but it's also very scary. Like,
It is.
shit.
Especially now as people start using that for art, like music and paintings or whatever.
Exactly, and I'm gonna be honest. Like when that kind of came, mid-journey and everything, we were like as intrigued as anybody.
Yeah.
So I remember we did it like on a shirt, and we got tons of backlash obviously, but we were okay. Oh, sorry. But then, like to make up for that, we were like, okay, for this or for this next album, we're actually gonna buy the fucking paintings of the guy. So
Yeah, people respect that.
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah, and I
Yeah,
totally
and
totally
yes.
agree.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have those big ass paintings back at the rehearsal space now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, one of a kind.
Yes. yeah.
Yeah, that is really cool.
It's like it's supporting the artist no matter your
I think during when it just blew like that AI stuff,
Yeah.
everybody was like, yeah, that's easy. Like, and we thought it was easy, but once you really start to know what's going on, really, because it's a computer stick, that's when it gets weird, and we don't support that.
Yeah.
Because at first it is fascinating, like you said.
Exactly,
At the beginning. So everyone was like, "What's this about?" So but now it's like but I've always been wary about it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I work in technology, so for me it's like, I want to try all this.
Yeah.
So for me it's a tool for me. I'm not using it to kind of abuse it.
No. Exactly. Yeah, I like it as a tool. I mean, we use ChatGPT, going through Excel files or whatever, spreadsheet like that.
Yeah.
But also you because you put together like your own crash course with ChatGPT doing growling.
Yeah.
So we got like a lesson
Yeah,
from it.
warm up and
So that's
schedule for
great. Right. Yeah.
a week. Just tried it. But in the end, I mean, I got a few bits here and there from that, I think. And so we'll see how good we will.
But as a tool, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like it's very useful. Or if I have like notes from a meeting, I just put that in ChatGPT. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
check grammar, check make it professional, and then just spits out.
Yeah.
And then I might email.
Especially like in the world of like a business and technology.
Yeah.
People who don't use it, it's already been left behind.
Yeah, that's true.
That's also kind of scary, like that. See
Yeah, because when I did my tattoos, I did ChatGPT and different AI tools. Like I want to have it like this and that, and talk to my tattoo artist. He's like, I'm not using that shit. No. And the same thing, an artist, right?
Yeah.
You want to be real. You want to do your own thing. Yes, it has to come from the heart.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think anybody would like to listen to like orbitculture AI recording.
Right.
right, even on YouTube or music, they'll say certain like David Bowie collab with something like, right, he was this is not even real, like, and I don't even listen, like, this is awful, like, and it's just, and everything's like the newer, look at pop music that's so auto-tuned, it's so, trying to be so perfect that it starts to sound fake, and then I'm like, I don't really realize what is, so, Usually it tells you what you can tell your eye, so at least now you can. It's like to the point it's so good, and like that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
So it's something else to stop that. Yeah.
See what happens.
Let me ask you about merchandise.
Yeah.
So do you have any, you haven't been to the North Shop yet. Do you have any unique for Sweden Rock Festival in the official store?
I think we brought out like that one of the emblems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think it's on the online store now too. But
Okay. Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We had some leftovers from the previous store that we brought here today as well. So,
Okay.
get rid of that old shit too.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And get ready for the new album and the tour and, you know. Yeah.
That's fucking coffee cups and everything like that. We went bananas this year. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the way to essentially make money today, right?
It's important.
Touring and merch.
Yes.
And I mean, obviously, we hope for you guys to be booked in Las Vegas. It will be amazing to see you there.
Yeah, we'd love to play House of News. We have fun show there with Avatar a couple of years ago.
Okay.
You Avatar. Maybe we missed one.
Yeah.
We're fans of Avatar.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen them. They have been there many times the last few years.
Yeah, I love it. We got it so good. friends with it now.
They're hilarious guys.
Yeah. And they're really sweet. So yeah, last time they played at House of Blues, we talked to Johannes and Henrik afterwards.
Yeah.
Because Henrik and I, we had a mutual friend in Henrik Lavenhage in Evergrey.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were just making fun of
Gröpse. He's called Gröpse.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's correct.
And speaking of that, I mean, like you guys, they have grown slowly, and now they're like one of the biggest bands. And for me as a Swede, it just makes my heart hurt when I see all these Swedish bands get so much success. Especially in the US, because that's a hard thing to do. And Sabaton is another example. They have just punched the pavement. Is that the word? Yeah, how it goes. Yeah, they're kind of unique. Yeah. So, so the album is on October 3rd.
3rd.
Yeah. So, do you know when the touring is going to start? It's going to start in 2026, or?
It's start like a couple of weeks after that.
Okay.
In Europe.
Start in Europe.
Yeah. The official announcement will be coming like next week or something. Next year.
Okay.
So then you will have all the variant names.
Yeah.
And you've released one recent video, so like a month or two. So what about the next one?
You should have your eyes peeled for Tuesday next week.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
And that's a hard one. Yeah. The first single was more like acting like a bridge from the old material to this new.
Yeah.
This next song will be just mayhem.
Oh, I love it. Yep, I love it.
Very horror driven sounding song. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I if I remember correctly, you played an ESP snakebite.
Yes,
in the last video, right?
Yeah. An LCD snake right there.
Oh yeah, okay.
I like it. Yeah, I'm actually gonna bring out a new guitar today, which is not ESP, but
Okay.
ESP was cool with me using it. Yeah, but I had to make sure that I'm still ESP. That's
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are.
So it was
Interesting,
a custom luthier from the Netherlands who built
Okay.
a cool ass guitar. So I'll try it out today.
Is the whole band on ESP or is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've been so great to us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, and that's a first world problem to have. I was starting to forget how many guitars I had because they were so generous in sending stuff. Some in the States, some here, So a very good product.
It is a good problem, but that's just kind of a testament of your success, because I see orbitculture is making, waves around the world. So we want to make sure we have the latest stuff, the good stuff.
Yeah.
For this band, instead of maybe someone who's have 50 people at their show. Yeah.
But they've been so good.
Yeah.
To work with people who start.
Yeah. Have you ever been to NAMM?
No. We would love to go, but we're not got the chance yet.
Yeah.
my God, that's a dream.
Yeah, it's so much fun, and you guys will love it there. And lots of signings and signing ESP and stuff. So what about pickups? Any specifics?
Yeah, we recently switched from non-grid. We obviously use non-grid too in the studio, but for live we found out these same were Duncan black punters. They have fit the live shocking so good. So we got that replaced. So I play with that. Now will you play with is it your
An old strand, big split pickup.
Okay.
And the Mike Neal signature bass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Sound great.
So that last question about the amp, the music gear, but what about the amps?
plugins?
Plugins. Okay.
And it's so funny because we had all these like Axe and campers back in the day, right? But we have so much shit to travel with anyway, so let's just use the plugin, computer plugins, which is scary obviously, but we never talk about it, so just let it run and so, but it's very convenient because all the switches are like free from and clean,
right,
and stop walls and everything. So
We can definitely debate that if that's authentic enough for what I agree now, but St. Milan, we don't have to think about stuff like, working liquid with going to the pedal board and sing perfectly.
Right.
So there's also from that now.
Yeah.
When bands should be that's really fucking cool. But we were always more focused on getting the crowd into us instead of switching between pedals.
I love that. Yeah. And I mean, nowadays everything is just so incredibly, tested and work. It's worst case they can roll out a Marshall or something.
Exactly.
Like I don't handle it. Okay, well, it's time to wrap up. We don't want to keep you too long. We have done 22 minutes now, but
That's very fun.
Yes, so we always have a question to every artist. So my first concert was Dio, the Last in Line tour with Queensryche opening in 1984 in Stockholm.
Mine was Kiss, 1979. That's child. But
that's not like the Dynasty or
when I was Made for Loving You first. That's fun. Yes.
Wow. So we want to ask you guys, what was your first kind of real?
To be fair, I think it was Swedish Fair, 2009 or something. Okay. No, Kiss. Actually, 2007. That was first.
Oh, cool.
Example.
Yeah, it's up to your comment.
Mine was, I don't know the year, but it's probably around that time.
Yeah.
Went to, but it was a small club show in the southern parts of Sweden where In Flames headlined and Avatar was opening for them. So that's pretty crazy, because now we've toured with both bands. I guess they sparked a little interest or something. Let's
that is
that too,
really
it's cool or something like that. So it's fun in here.
Yeah. No, that's so much fun because, I mean, we are older, right? So, but we love to hear you, younger crowd, so to speak, what they experienced, how they got into the music, and we I know since I grew up in Sweden, I know that the cities, the kommunerna, they always help young artists or young children to get into music and provide instruments, provide rehearsal spaces, and that's probably part of the reason why there's so many great musicians and great bands out of Sweden compared to, if you think about the percentage of population in Sweden compared to the US. So that is exciting. I'm so incredibly proud of you guys and all the Swedish bands that coming to the US and having success.
Say that we're just waiting when it's the next one, but as I say, it's already been planned, but we can't wait to go back there. Strolling into Walmart, everybody buy some stuff. Just wait PVRs.
Well, if you come to Las Vegas, we'll be there. Or LA.
We'll be there. Sure. We'll make trips. So.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.